Hey, hi everybody. Nice to see you today. I know I have a little bit of a different format. I'm doing this video on my phone. But I bet you noticed my white sweater and you might be thinking, does she wear that every single day? And you'd be right. This is my new favorite white sweater for this whole winter. Okay, enough about my wardrobe. What I wanted to follow up on was in the last video, I mentioned something that I repeat myself mentioning, and people who have worked with me, taken any workshops or taken Eating Peace, will know that I suggest keeping a journal. I always called it a binge journal. Not everybody goes on full-blown binges. It can be just your experience about eating food, what it is you're thinking, what's bothering and disturbing you in your life when it comes to food and eating. Right at the moment that's, you take that journal out and you write about it and get that on paper. Now, I know I say this over and over again. And if you are somebody that has issues with eating, no matter what they are, whether you're trying to be too perfect about what you're consuming, or you find yourself anxious, in angst, fearful, whatever it is, when you don't have a comfortable relationship around food and eating that feels really innocent and easy, like when you were a kid. If you had that kind of relationship when you were a kid, I got to. A lot of people did. Not everyone does. Even that I acknowledge. Okay, but so as long as you have a problem, it's very interesting to capture what it is that you are actually feeling when it comes to food and eating, and especially identify what's going on in the moment, right? But a lot of you might say, oh, for God's sake, stop mentioning the journal! That's what I said when I first got it suggested to me over and over again by an amazing therapist that I worked with early on in my journey to freedom. And week after week I would come in to her office and not have a journal purchased. The idea was to buy something and then get a blank journal so that I could begin to write. And I just wouldn't do it. And here's what I wanted to share with you today. This experience of looking can seem so like just this pain in the ass, I mean, it's just, do I really have to take the time? I don't want to look because I am actually avoiding things and I don't even realize that I'm avoiding them. I would just prefer for this whole thing to go away, and I'd like it to be so much easier. I'd rather snap my fingers and have it be done. I was like that too. Wouldn't that be nice, if you could have that come in? But what I'm here to tell you now on the other side of it, and having lived many years past the end of all that real intense agony with food, is that it is worth the effort. You are worth the effort. That thought that says, I'm not really interested, I could care less what my inner thoughts are, it's all just a bunch of BS anyway, I don't have the wisdom. They are just a certain part of you, a certain voice that is just frightened, and it has a picture of you as not being enough, not being someone who can figure this out, not being someone who is worth it, worthy. You're just afraid. What if you find out you don't have what it takes and you're going to have this problem forever? Whatever it is that you're thinking, you're someone who you will overeat and you will binge because it just isn't possible to find peace and balance in that particular moment. You think, you believe. When you really, really look, just see if that is really true. Are you sure? Are you sure you have no possible chance? Are you sure you need to give up? Are you sure what you're so afraid of that's underneath the surface is worthy of being avoided forever? Because one thing I could say as I look back and remember when I was in agony and sometimes feeling suicidal about my experience around food is that there was a part of me that was absolutely determined. I was born a human being. I was born in a body just like everyone else. I didn't have some sort of thing missing in my brain or my heart or my soul. I didn't. I was fully human. And there are humans who live who do not have any trouble with food. I could learn to get back there. I was born that way. And so were you. All right? And the way you're going to get it back there is reversing the journey of the way you got to where you are now. And it won't take as long as it's taken for you to get to where you are now. You can reverse it in 10x, let's say. All right? I think I can safely say you can make it 10 times shorter than how long it took you to get here, and maybe faster than that. You know, I mean, I have no real perception of how long that would take. It takes what it takes, right? Everyone's got their own journey, but really, you are worth it, and you've got the gold inside of you. It's all surrounded in what you are thinking that is so immature and petty and childish and stressful right in the moment when you feel the most trouble around food and eating. Get that on paper, and you'll be able to discover then what's happening and see if it's really, really true. More on that in the future videos, all right? So glad you're here. Go get yourself a journal. I'm going to keep saying it. Bye, everybody. Love you.